on the concrete jungle ground. Another soul went missing, ain't a body to be found. Just a rumor and a whisper on a humid summer breeze about a shady character and his dark dependency. They say he crossed the line he wasn't supposed to ever cross, and now he's paying the full unforgiving cost. The way they tell the story, man, is brutal and it's bleak. They said he ran his mouth, but now he never gonna speak. He's got on those cement shoes, walking that last mile, sinking down into the blue with a grand final smile. He made his bad decisions, gambled more than he could lose. Now he's got on those cement shoes, singing the river blues, singing the river blues. They found his empty ride on the edge of the old pier, the kind of thing that makes a strong man disappear. No witnesses, no evidence, just shadows in the tide. A bad bet cashed out with nowhere left to hide. He was talking to the wrong crew, running with the wrong crowd. Thought he was a legend, talking big and talking loud, but they ain't got no patience for a fool in their domain. They dropped him in the water, washed away the city stain. He's got on those cement shoes, walking that last mile, sinking down into the blue with a grim final smile. He made his bad decisions, gambled more than he could lose. Now he's got on those cement shoes, singing the river blues, singing the river blues, singing the river blues. The river's got a secret down in the muddy deep, promises that someone made, promises to keep. The concrete sets an heart in, a final cold embrace, another lesson learned, a whisper in this place. Cement shoes, walking that last mile, sinking down into the blue with a grim final smile. He made his bad decisions, gambled more than he could lose. Now he's got on those cement shoes, singing the river blues, singing the river blues, singing the river blues. Another ghost story. He's got on those cement shoes. Yo, the street lights painting the pavement gold tonight, and everything is cool, everything is alright. Walking to the corner store, my hoodie pulled up, headphones on, drowning out the city's rough love. And then I freeze like a statue carved in stone. Across the street, not a single sound or moan, but the melody in my head, it just dies, replaced by the ghost of a green-colored eyes. I see her face and the whole damn world just blurs like a static TV. Everything just stirs instantly. I feel like I'm in quicksand, sinking in again, and all the ground I gain, I'm losing it again. The beat switches, a heavy distorted guitar riff kicks in, slow and deliberate with a pounding bass drum. I can feel the floor beneath me start to give, a silent scream, got nowhere left to live. The concrete melts, a treacherous muddy brew, pulling me under cause it's still about you. Yeah, I got no legs and I cannot swim, holding on but it's looking pretty grim. I can't think, can't breathe, can't even try, just a memory of a girl standing across the street, passing by, my fingers digging to the pavement, but it's gone. Just a quicksand pulling me all night long. How long can I hold on? How long can I pretend that seeing your face ain't the reason my world ends? I replay the moment once, 1,000 times or more. The last words we said, the closing of the door. All the promises broken, the trust that just dissolved. But one look from her and all my fight is challenged, unresolved. The beat keeps thumping, the rhythm to my dread. Every beat just reminds me of things that were said, or things we never did, the chances we let slip. Now I'm caught in the quicksand, a challenging trip. I see her laughing with someone else, no, that's a lie. It's just my mind playing tricks, making me wanna cry. But the image feels so real, the ache is so deep, that the quicksand pulls harder, disturbing my sleep. The guitar riff gets heavier and faster, more frantic. I can feel the pressure building in my chest. A desperate push, a challenging test. The solid ground is gone, it's just the endless sludge holding me down, and I struggle with this grudge. Yeah, I got no legs and I cannot swim. Holding on, but it's looking pretty grim. I can't think, can't breathe, can't even try. Just a memory of a girl standing across the street, passing by. My fingers dig into the struggle, but it's Tom. Just a quicksand pulling me more than an arm. How long can I hold on? How long can I pretend? To see in your face ain't the reason my struggle won't end. The music fades a bit, just a hollow echoing drum beat. I'm thinking about a different path, a different street. Maybe if I just turn around and walk away, maybe the quicksand will loosen its way. But the impulse is too strong, the pull is too much, and the image of her face is a lingering touch on the fragile mind of a man who's lost his way. Trapped the memory of a yesterday. Emotional guitar solo rips through the track, full of feedback and wailing bends, representing the intense internal conflict. The music slows down, the distortion pulls back, and the beat gets slower like a heartbeat winding down. How long can I hold on? How long can I pretend that seeing your face ain't the reason this struggle will end? That seeing your face ain't the reason this struggle won't end. Seeing your face ain't the reason. Seeing your face ain't the reason.
Garden of life, where the rivers ran clean, I was the serpent, waiting unseen. They built their towers, touched the sun with their pride, but the hollow inside had nothing left to hide. The golden streets, they gleam with their lies, a shallow perfection behind innocent eyes. I tasted the poison in their perfect air and felt the whisper of an ancient despair. So I shed my skin, a promise of old, a venomous secret to be bought and sold. I spoke in whispers of forgotten hymn to bring their heaven crashing down within. I ran to paradise just so I could watch it all burn up higher for their God, a lesson unlearned. I brought the match and fanned the coming flame and whispered the reason, or whispered Fisher's name. Watch the colors bleed, the beauty turn to rot. I ran to paradise for a sin they never got. The sirens wailed, a song I love to hear, the sweet crescendo of their primal fear. Their perfect faces twisted in the heat, a symphony of screams, a bitter vicious treat. I walk through the chaos and infernal guide with the fire of ages burning deep inside. The pearly gates, they buckle and they bend. I just the cleansing power of a cold and bitter fate. So I shed my skin, a promise of old, a venomous secret to be bought and sold. I spoke in whispers of forgotten him, to bring their heaven crashing down within. I ran to paradise, just so I could watch it all burn. A pyre for the god, a lesson unlearned. I brought the match and fanned the coming flame, and whispered the reason, a whispered vicious name. Watch the colors bleed, the beauty turn to rot. I ran to paradise for a sin they never got. Stand alone, bathing in the light, watched it all burn. Watched it all burn. Watched it all burn. Watched it all burn. Yo, check the blueprint. The path ain't always smooth and straight. Got no cheat codes for this game, no easy escape. They selling dreams on the cheap, a promise of a free ride, but you get what you work for, nowhere left to hide. They see the flash and the shine, they don't see the scars. They see the victory, not the pain that's traveled far. Cause a simple path's a trap, the easy way's a lie. A slow surrender of your soul as the fire in your eye just dies. They wanna hand it to you, they wanna make it simple, but nothing built to last comes from an empty template. Sometimes you gotta fight when the world tells you to quit. Through the pain and the struggle, you can't forget this. This ain't no freebie, ain't no gift that's handed down. You gotta bleed for the things you love on this battleground. Yeah, you gotta fight with the fire in your chest until you've stood the challenge and proven you're the best. I've seen the soft hands that break, the ones that never bled. They crumble when the pressure hits, filled with fear and dread. They talk a big game on the gram with filters and a fake smile, but they got no grit in the spirit. They've been living in denial. The real stories in the trenches where the mud and tears collide, where you push past every single limit with nothing left inside. Yeah, the real wins are the hardest, the battles you gotta earn. So throw that easy road away, it's time to watch it burn. They offer you a shortcut, a path of least resistance, but that road is a dead end in the heart of your existence. Sometimes you gotta fight when the world tells you to quit. Through the pain and the struggle, you can't forget this. This ain't no freebie, ain't no gift that's handed down. You gotta bleed for the things you love on this battleground. Yeah, you gotta fight with the fire in your chest until you stood the challenge and proven you're the best. let it all disappear. But that voice is a poison, a silent compromise that steals your purpose and your glory right behind your eyes. You gotta punch that demon in the face, tell him you ain't going nowhere. Your soul's forging this fire and it's too damn much to bear. To let it all just fade, to let it all go cold. Remember why you started, remember the story told. Bleed for the things you love on this battleground. Yeah, you gotta fight with the fire in your chest until you stood the challenge and proving you're the best. And proving you're the best. You fight for what you love. You fight. The first kiss was a tremor, a rumble deep below. You felt the heat from a distant glow. My surface looked so calm, so cool, so still. But there's a pressure building against my will. You think you know me, you see the flash, the shine, but you're just standing at the edge of the danger line. You've been warned before by the signs you've seen, the cracks on the concrete, the sickly green, but you're curious, oh so brave, ready to risk it all for the love you crave. My heart's a high radiation zone, babe, you ought to know. The Geiger counter's clicking, a lethal flow. If you're gonna see the car, if you're gonna make it through, you better get yourself a heavy-duty radiation suit. 'Cause the truth inside is more than you can take. A love like this is a fundamental mistake. You came in close, you didn't heed the signs. I told you, baby, it was a one-way trip. You crossed the line. You said my eyes were fire, a brilliant burning light. Didn't you see the danger hiding in plain sight? My love's a meltdown, a slow, toxic leak, the kind of beauty that makes the strong look weak. You've been warned before by the signs you've seen, the cracks on the concrete, the sickly green, but you're curious, oh so brave, ready to risk it all for the love you crave. My heart's a high radiation zone, babe, you ought to know. The Geiger counter's clicking, a lethal flow. If you're gonna see the car, if you're gonna make it through, you better get yourself a heavy-duty radiation suit. 'Cause the truth inside is more than you can take. A love like this is a fundamental mistake.
so near. Now you're glowing in the dark, the shadow of your past.